So this is Christian from Northeast 360. We're out by the river's edge watching a male and female swan just eat at this late hour. But what we are talking about today is fire kits. Now, last video was water, and we briefly touched on fire kits, and I didn't really break out what it was and what it is. Well, this is going to be my son's fire kit, and I am going to have the exact same. It's a Maxpedition pouch. It is the EDC pocket organizer in khaki. And we'll talk more about this and a few other things as we walk. I'm here with my buddy, my youngest, and he's packing out. And he's got his pack, which is my old pack, with his fishing rod, his tent, and his water bottle. So let's do it. Let's go, Bubba. So we'll try and keep this steady because I got extra weight in my bag today. Trying to lose, another 10 pounds here and there. I am down by 25, which is great. Doing a normal hike, 4 miles, like I do once a week with the kids on the weekends. Yep, there's the other side that we used to walk on, but I love this side way better. The other side is very open. You can see it in my past videos. Beautiful, but the bridge to get out there, and I haven't seen it in a while, almost 2 years, 2.5 years, because I broke my leg on it. This path doesn't have any creaky bridges. One little tiny one, but we can avoid it, and we avoid it every time. But we have evidence of another creature. Beavers. I think that one bit off more than it could chew, because it didn't drop the tree. But there's all kinds of trees right out here that have all kinds of beaver damage. So,
like that one over there?
Yeah, they're eating away. Hopefully I can get one on camera. But it is still pretty thin ice on the river. So it looks like a pond, but it is a river. It connects to the Charles. But so today is fire kits. And why have I been talking about so many little bags and stuff like that? It's not so I have an excuse to buy it. That's what my wife thinks. But the things that are on the horizon, everybody, I follow quite a few people in the industry, and quite a few military guys that I know, and we're all pointing towards the same thing. We're going to war, and it's probably going to be a 4-front, 5-front, 6-front war. And it's not going to be good, everybody. And when we go to war now, we have a greater ability, somewhat due to our immigration policies that we will have a tax here at home. So if I can teach people just to have a little tiny bit of kit, it is worth it for you. So we're around people. I'll continue this over by the bird blind. All right, so what I was saying, I don't like to video people I don't know, and that guy was a little strange. So, you know, come down by the brook and we'll break out my pack and I'll show you how that's going to go and what is in the fire kit in detail. So, with that, here we go. Now, the reasons, like I said, are rough times are coming, everybody. I know every prepper, every person and their mother says the end of the world is near, all that stuff. And I really don't want you to, you know, at least my group, the 317 people that follow me, I don't want everyone just solely focused on that. Survival can be war. Survival can be all kinds of things. Survival can be a day hike that, you know, hey, it's gonna lightly snow. Sorry, oh, I'm big. That opening is small. But it can be a light day hike that turns pretty hairy. Yep, it can turn into a blizzard.
Not even prepared.
Wow, that is gorgeous. That reflection off the water. But it's gonna get bad. And, you know, we had a lady, and let's not sugarcoat it. I understand everyone looks at her as she was an unarmed protester and all that stuff. She still used a 4,000-pound vehicle to try and hit someone. A day earlier, female officer coming up to the car to, you know, arrest or talk or whatever, vice versa, run over. They ran her over and dragged her, man. She didn't have a chance. A vehicle is just as much as a weapon as a firearm, a knife, a baseball bat, or a club. Alright? I understand that'll upset a whole bunch of people, but it's the truth. Not everybody, not every law enforcement officer, whether you agree with ICE or not, you agree with their tactics or not, it's still a 4,000-pound weapon. Whether it was even intended to be, or I'm trying to escape. There have been plenty of people that tried to escape danger and killed a bunch of people doing it. So you gotta reflect upon that. Now, did a woman lose her life? Yes, she did. She did. And now that officer that took her life has to live with that for the rest of his life. And I'll tell you, that's punishment enough, man. You don't realize it, but it's punishment enough. To ask any warfighter that's had to take somebody's life, it's punishment enough. There's reasons why they have night tremors and nightmares upon nightmares. It's why so many cops kill themselves, because they had to take someone's life and they can't deal with it. But this is why we get prepared. We had protests in Boston. Thankfully, they were peaceful. Boston PD let it happen. But again, there was some fighting. There were some arrests. So how peaceful was it? Right? It wasn't a candlelight vigil. It was storming through saying death to people. Remember that. So, with that said, you may need a light fire. Now, your survival, like I said, could be out here in this beautiful spot. And we're like, oh, it's going to be great. We're going to have pictures and all this stuff like we're doing right now, videoing. And you turn around and somebody gets their leg broken. How do I know? Because I've been there. I had it happen. Thankfully for me, I'm full of grit. And I hobbled my ass 1.5 miles to the car. And now I have permanent damage to my leg too. But I was not having fellow first responders try and find me, have air units and all those different things when I'm going to get out on my own. Thankfully I have burly kids that help me. So, to the kit. Alright, enough talking. Let's break it out. Just move over here for a second, Bubba. I'm going to drop my pack. You want to hold it?
Sure.
Try and keep it steady. Alright, keep it on me, that's fine. So I'll drop my pack. I'm going to show you where it's going to go on my pack. Now, on these bags, Vertex doesn't give you a whole lot of hip area. Right? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So on one side, I will be attaching this. Why did I pick this type of bag? Well, on my son's kit, it matches his bag. So it doesn't stick out. On my bag, this would stick out like a sore thumb. My kit is going to be black. I've already ordered it. I've also ordered a water bottle that's going to go on the other side.
There's a bird there.
Duck.
Nice.
So, in the EDC pack, now this is meant to be a cargo pocket pack. Everyday carry kind of stuff is how they market it. Now, it's a little bit big for a cargo, but for comparison, my trauma pack would fit inside of it. Okay, that's a slick kit from Refuge Medical. Best medical company on the market. They're training non-stop. You got to keep it nice and steady. Don't move it, let me move, okay? We're teaching the cameraman. So inside you got some nice zippers. It's 600D Cordura, so it's gonna last. On the front you've got some Velcro. It's their proprietary. All right, you can put patches on it. You can do all kinds of stuff. I'd probably put Fire Kit on the front, right? So with that said, I got a little bit of, and this is in every fire kit that my family carries. It is just aluminum foil. Why is aluminum foil good? You can signal, right? You can open it up, place it down, put your wood shavings on, ferrocium rod, get it lit, add your bundle to it, pick it up, dump it into your fire pit. All right, that's another use. You don't have a pot to cook an animal in. Cut it up, wrap it up, pop it in over the fire. Cook it as a pouch. We use it because we're gonna start carrying little cubes of solid fuel, or some people call fire starter. When those get lit, they tend to melt out, and this is going to hold it underneath our stoves for those emergency situations. So that's why that's in it. We open it up, pretty simple. My son's water kit is going to come right in here. I'll show you my water kit real quick, because I'm going to take it out of this pocket, and I'm going to bring my Sawyer and all of my Sawyer accoutrements, including my aqua, and we're going to put them in this kit. So the bag will most likely go in the back, right? And this is that bag that comes with the squeeze system.
Is that like a water bottle that folds up?
Yep, this is where you put your dirty water.
Oh.
And I'm trying not to dump it into the river.
but the bag will go in the back. Straw will live on the front. My hands are cold, so yeah. Okay. So straw, filter, right?
Yeah.
And we will have probably that in the middle, filter on the side, and it's going to look like that when it's done. But this is mine, so it goes back for now where it belongs, in my side pouch. Now, the reason why I'm ditching the side pouch is because I need more room, and I want more room to be able to carry more water. This is probably going to be my snack bar pouch, so that I don't have to open up my entire kit to get to a snack. All right. Every fire kit gets an extra knife, little tiny one. Do a little detail work. Worst comes to worst, this is the only kit you can carry. You got a little knife. Carve stuff up, make fire. We have a ferrocium rod, a little tiny compass, whistle, and it has fire cord.
Wow.
All right, so this cord, it's not your normal, gotta stop moving, Bubba. All right, it's not your normal paracord. Inside has a red strip. That is a fire starter. It's a wax starter. It will even take a spark from a ferro rod. We have your standard Bic lighter. We have a magnesium bar. Shave it off, light it up. Magnesium burns like the sun. All right. The other part is it has a second ferrocium rod on it. These are a dime a dozen, but they work. Okay? So 2 ferrocium rods, a lighter. Nato Matches, striker on top, extra striker on the side, windproof. Has a little tiny bit of tinder in the bottom. Next up, we have aluminum foil, right? And then this. This is a standard CVS pillbox wrapped with duct tape, because wherever you can put a little bit of duct tape, you better put duct tape, all right? Inside is all fire stuff. So we've got some kindling at the bottom, just little shaved pieces of wood. We have Vaseline and cotton balls, because they take a strike. They are literally my favorite fire starter. You've seen it in fire episodes, me building fires. It is the best to use. Duct tape will burn. Candles, wax will burn, right? And it will burn in wet conditions and get you time to get that wet wood started. So that's my fire kit. Inside also, when we get them, I've used them all, there'll be a set of fire tabs in here. And that's that basic fire kit that we're gonna use, okay? So, it's a quick one. Vaseline and cotton balls, you can't beat them. They'll always work. They'll take a spark, even in pouring rain. That's our fire kit. It's a basic one. It's a lot of cobbled stuff that you can get at every grocery store. Bottle of Vaseline, I don't know, $3. A thing of cotton balls, and that's 50 cotton balls for $2. And you have some of the best fire starter you possibly could have. All right. So this is Christian from Northeast 360. I will have lists of things. The sun is almost down, So it's going to be a brisk walk, headlamps, right? Yeah, he's pointing to the sun. And me and my son are going to pack this up, and we're going to get going. I don't need to light a fire here, but if I needed to, I could. So this is Christian from Northeast 360. It's what's in the fire kit and a little review on the Maxpedition EDC pouch. It can fit a ton of stuff. I thought it was much smaller when I purchased it, but now everybody can see how big it is. Keep moving forward, everybody. Get out and train.